Well, good morning, everybody. How you doing? Welcome to Coffee and Crowds. I feel like I just saw you like 5 seconds ago. It was like just a minute ago that I was out there losing my ass in the garage. Not the greatest morning. I didn't have. Matter of fact, it was such a bad morning. I went like way too long, and I had to make a cup of coffee, come on down here, and I'm late for the show, and I didn't even get a chance to put the numbers in, which is a bummer. So I'll show you the numbers as they were yesterday. This is going to change. So we've lost. Now our record is 2-2. Let me go back to the right screen. Traveling late this morning with the daily paycheck, we lost today. We're now 2-2, and we were at 790 in profit. Now we're going to be with another. We lost, I think, 3,500 today or something like that, $3,000. So we're going to be way down in profit, unfortunately. Today was one of those days, right, where as a shooter, super happy, right? If you watched the show with me, you know my SRR was crazy. It was like an 8 or something like that. More importantly, though, I had 25 sixes against like 10 sevens. And I think we had 19 eights. The 6 and 8 picked me off so many times today. It was crazy. Good, right? As a shooter, great. Good shooting day for me. Again, the morning show is about, hey, let's see the strategy work, but also let me practice a little bit too. Today's practice session was great. The strategy was awful in terms of matching up with the strategy. So it is what it is. We lost a bunch of money today. A couple good points of note, though, was this. We started at 5K. I went down to $1,000 twice, and twice battled back up over half. We battled back up to almost 3,000 one time to 2,700 the next time. I believe, and I know Victor doesn't agree with me, you need your whole bankroll to do this. If you're going to play this way, and I mean this way, I mean going for your daily money, you've got to use your bankroll as your strength. Your bankroll's got to be a hammer that you have, and I believe that to my core. I believe that today, had we spent more time, I think today we would have battled back. Right, the 7's not going to trail the 6 and the 8 by that much for that long. It's just not going to happen. That 7 will have caught up at some point, and you just got to be there when it happens. You need bankroll to survive when that happens. Now today, stop loss half, which is Victor's way of playing, would have hurt us, right? We would have lost less money than normal, but you're out of there before the variant turns for you, and the variant will turn. We know that it's going to turn. So I feel strongly about that. If I go back out there in an hour and play it again, I guarantee we'll catch back up and be in profit. That's just the way that it works. Because the 7 cannot lag that far behind for that long. It can't sit behind the 6 and 8 at a -2 to 1 advantage like that. It just can't. So anyway, that's why we do it. This is why we keep on going, right? I keep doing the same thing every day because we have to see the strategy play out over time and feel those ebbs and those flows and get into the variant or out of the variant as it is. Today, if I was actually at the table today and playing that way, there's no way I keep the lays up on the 6 and the 8. After getting picked off twice each like that and with the way they were running, I most likely would have traveled my lays to the 4 and 10 when the 6 and 8 became the number. That's probably what would have happened. Or switch strategies completely, but it is what it is. Hey, Sideshow's here. What's up, dude? Hope you're doing well over there. Yeah, good to see you, man. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to our regular stuff here. I want to talk again about the craps for the cure. So this is an important piece for us here to get remembered on, right? I should put the website here. The website, by the way, crapsforthecure.com, and it's working now. Let me go ahead and show it to you again. I'll show it to you one more time. Let's bring this over. Give me a second here. We'll do that. All right, let me zoom in a little bit, and we'll go to crapsforthecure. Thecure.com. There it is, crapsforthecure.com. You see the schedule is coming together. We now have a contributors page where I'm listing out folks that are helping us out. The auction site is up. The donation site is also up. And the ticketing site is up. I got to show you the ticketing thing because the ticketing thing is weird. I bought my ticket yesterday. I know some folks have had problems with it. Let me zoom in so you can see better. The way this ticket site works is this. You're going to have to add 1 to the quantity, and then you got to edit the ticket holder details where you type in, your name and your email address, me@here.com or whatever. And then you can go and put your payment information in, and then you pick your t-shirt sizes, and then it all works. After that, it works. If you don't do this first part, pick the number and edit the details, nothing will work. So that's a lot of folks got hooked up on that yesterday. So that's the other. If you're gonna come, get your ticket, get them in advance, and then if you can't come, hit the donation page. Drop us a donation ahead of time if you'd like to, or wait, save your pennies, and then during the night we're gonna have all sorts of fun. During the night we have so many fundraisers planned. Again, you can bet on the Hawaiians who can roll the longest. You can bet on me versus one of the guys from Golden Touch in a shoot off. You can just so many things that are going to happen out there. Yeah, and Duracell, it's fine if they think it's their event. I don't care. They're hosting it. They're doing a lot for us. It's fine. I'm going to try and get on David's show and talk through that with their audience pretty soon. So we'll clear it up, and it's fine. It's totally fine. I don't care who gets credit for it as long as we get it done. All right, let's go to the table. Let's go play. I want to get out of all the serious stuff and just have some crazy fun. Let's go and show you what we're gonna do. Again, we're not that screen. Hold on. Let's go back over here. All right, we're gonna do more of this than that. We're gonna do more. I'm gonna play the same thing I played yesterday to some degree. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play a little bit of a don't pass. And we're gonna do the wedge. I'm gonna bring my bets down from the outside in as they win, but I'm gonna take the wedge winnings and we're gonna drop them on the don't. We're gonna split our winnings to the don't. We're gonna drop a quarter or $30 every time we win as don't pass odds as those bets come down. And that's gonna be our plan. We're gonna basically regress as we go and also build up the dark side as we go. Again, it's a this, then that. This is gonna feel way more hybrid-y than what I've been doing because there's no switch until the third hit. But we're gonna try and use our wins, if we can get them, to build up don't pass strength. So let's go to the table. I'll describe what I'm talking about here and see if this makes any sense. It probably makes no sense. It's probably a dumb thing to do, but it's fun. And given the way I was rolling this morning, maybe I might bring my luck back up here with me, right? So there's my dice. Let's bring the roll tracker over so I can get ready for that, at least. Alrighty. So we're gonna go out with, again, 160 across. So I'm gonna take, like so, 160 across. And I don't pass. We're gonna go to the don't with a quarter. Puck's off, we're gonna come out to a number. Of course, not a 7, we're gonna come out to a 9, okay? Puck's on a 9. Now, what's gonna happen is this. On the hits, let's say the 9 hits for $35, like it does. 9 hits for $35. What we're gonna do, wedge style, we're gonna, that should be a quarter down there, sorry. We're gonna pull the 4 and 10 down, like the wedge does. We're gonna put the 4 and 10 back up again for $10 each. I'm gonna get 5 nickels for a quarter, get some change here. Okay. We're gonna put the 4 and 10 for 10 each. I'm gonna take $30 and start laying the number. Okay, this comes back to my rack. My $35 win essentially comes back to the rack. So what we're gonna do every time, and then the 5 or 9 hit, let's get another number here. The 5 hits, great. Again, it pays $35. Same deal, we're gonna pull the 5 and 9 down. We're gonna place the 5 and 9 for $10 each. So again, 5 more reds for the green. Drop $30 down to the odd. We're just gonna keep increasing our don't pass odds and racking, essentially you're racking the win, right? And putting your flat bet down on don't pass odds with a nickel. That's it. We're gonna do that 3 times. So it's like a traveling lay-ish, where this always goes up by $30. So 30, 60, 90 in odds. And then once we're down to our last bet, we can decide to take the $64 down. That'll be left out here, or leave it out there and play out 64 versus that. That becomes a pure hybrid. So that's the plan. That's our strategy today. It's gonna be starting out right side. It's gonna transition in the middle to more dark side heavy. And then we can make a call once we're at a spot where it makes sense to make a call. That's kind of my plan. So yeah, that's the thing. Again, more of a let the dice decide this then that kind of a thing. So here we go. Let's go to here. La, la, la. All right, let's go. I gotta get my roll tracker set up, so give me a second here. Roll tracker's at 2,300 rolls. By the way, I wrote the code last night. that will let me import the rolls. So I re-entered in 1,100 rolls from my practice sessions, and I've got another set of exported roll files from the ones where I lost the data. I can now rebuild the entire nighttime series back in this tracker to give us a look at stats back and forth. So with all that said, here we go. We're gonna drop 160 out of our rack. I need to have a separate bankroll here too. I'm gonna get another $200 in greens. Put them here on the end, actually. That'll be our don't pass money. And I'm gonna play the don't pass like I play it. I'm gonna play the don't pass parlay as I'm doing it. Here's the 160. Let's get on out here. There we go, 160 across, puck is off. Let's get a point, and we'll hopefully we'll start making some money here, unlike the morning show. It's a 5-1. Shit, I did it again. I put the wrong number in out of the gate. That's got to be a 5-1. All right, point's going to be 6. So we're playing against 6. I'm going to leave the 6 up. We'll let that hedge for a second. It's going to come down anyway. But in the early stages here, I'm okay with that tie situation, just till we get ourselves set up. There's a 10, a 6-4, 10 easy. 6-4, 10. Now what's going to happen, we're going to get paid. I'm going to pay it $49 because I don't have any ones yet. Now I have money for vig. Let's pull the 4 and 10 down. Let's get them both placed for $10. And I'm going to take one of these quarters, get 5 nickels for it. We're going to lay for $30, and the rest of this comes back to the rack. We're going to start bringing this stuff back. What I'll do in the rack is I'll keep the whites up here in the corner to use for paying vigs in the future. So there's the first one. We wedge down, outside in. We increase our don't pass odds as we go. The longer the roll goes, more likely the 7s to come. The thought process here, build up your 7 juice as you go. So it becomes more of a hybrid the longer the roll we get. There's an 8, a 4-4, 8 hard way, 4-4. So the 8 is going to pay $35, just like before, $35. The wedge brings the 5 and 9 down to $10 each. We're going to get quarter or nickels for that quarter. Give me a second here. Let's make the 9 or the 5 look like 10. And we'll increase our lay like so. Now we've got $60 out there. We're going to bring back 35 to the rack. So the rack right now has brought back, if I color these reds up here, $80. So it's less than the normal wedge. The normal wedge gets you all the way back. This is going to get us part of the way back, $80. There's the 8. We need one more hit on the inside or on anywhere in the box. There's another 8. That's couldn't have worked out any better. 5, 3, 8, 5 and a 3. Again, $35. 25, 35. We're going to wedge the 6 and 8 down to $12 each, like so. I'll do the same thing. We'll take the quarter for nickels. I'll take the nickel and make whites out of it. We'll make these look like $12. Take 25, 30. And now our lay is 90 against the point. So we're laying 90 against the point. I'm bringing back about $41 to the rack. And we're set. Where are we in the rack right now? Let's take a look. I'm going to bring all this out so you can see where we are. I've got $100, 21. 121 was pulled off the table. So I pulled 121 off the table. We went out there for 160. So we're not quite even yet, but we got this nice, enormous lay against the 6, unfortunately, but it is what it is. We wedged ourselves down to 64 across. We've got a great bet out here. This would win $100 if we roll a 7, right? 90 against the 6, pay 75 plus the flat. You were in great shape here, right? If the 7 rolls, the 6 rolls, we're going to be screwed. We can elect to play this out, or we can pull the 64 down, just turn it off essentially, and bring it back here. If I pull the 64 back, my initial bankroll is set. which actually is kind of fun. Let's actually take a look at that. I want to just show you what it would look like. There's the 100. There's 20. If I brought the $64 back, we'd have 184 plus the 2, plus the, what do you call it, the whites here. We'd have 188 in the rack. We'd actually have profit in the rack and this enormous bet on the don't. That's kind of a cool thing to think about. I don't know. I'm going to play it this way straight the first time, but I can see us playing that, playing it that way the next time. I can see us definitely going through here and pulling this back and holding on to it and keeping ourselves active. Anyway, 538. Let's get that marked up. I think I did. Let's play through. Let's just get a 7 here. There it is, 617. That's perfect timing. So again, $75 for the $90 lay on the 6, $100 in the flat, and our rack now, check this out. When all this comes back down, we're going to lose our 64. It all comes back there. This comes back to the rack. Again, this is all winnings. All those lay bets were winnings from before. So if I reset myself and go to 160 across with that money, check this. There's 150, there's 160. I bring back a 30. I'm back out, no risk. Right? I got my initial bankroll is here and here. My initial bankroll is set. I got $150 in the rack. I'm playing for free right now. How beautiful is that? That worked out swimmingly. Like that's the perfect get in and get out kind of deal right there with this little tiny bankroll. That's 25% profit. That worked out really, really good. Let's try it again. Let's see if we can do it one more time. And again, maybe without the 64 being alive. Coming out to a yo. We're gonna give that money back. That's a bummer. 6-5 yo. We're gonna lose this. I got to replace it from back there. And here we go. We have us a 628. 628. And again, I'm gonna leave this bet as a hedge. Who cares for the first couple of rolls? The first part of the strategy is not about this bet. The first part of the strategy is about getting out of here and building up those lays. Just want to avoid this. You want to avoid this situation where you have a 0.7 out. Even if I pulled the 8 down, so what? You win a quarter. Big deal. You're still getting thumped. So we do get paid down there, but we lose the 160. So I'm going to go ahead and drop 160 from my rack and ask for same bet. And now we're going to see in real time, can this strategy fight back a little bit, right? We won a profit. We should have been home. We're degenerates, so we're going to stay here and play. Let's go. The parlay of that don't pass win. Parlay it up, parlay it up, parlay it up. We're going to hit the parlay press, I hope. Yeah, here we go, coming up. Ah, you son of a bitch. 617. Of course, when I parlay it up, we hit the 7 to come out. Come out 7 is brutal, man. It's a tough one. All right, 617. There's that pattern again, right? 7 out, followed by come out 7. That just happens so much. All right, hard 4. That's our point. Point's going to be a 4. Unfortunately, that big lay bet, if we can get to it, it's not going to pay very well. It is what it is. But we're going to build it nonetheless. Here we go. Let's get some numbers. No, 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 no. 0.7 out. Where were you? Where were you 45 minutes ago when I needed you, Mr. 7? Seriously. Seriously. Okay, 160 back out. We're going to go ahead and replace the bets. And now we're going to fight back from 2 shooters behind. We have two shots at it here in the rack. We had 3 to start, or 5 to start with. Bummer, man. All right. Pay the don't. Stack it. Let's go. Let's get a little come out. Let's get a little come out horn number here. All right, that's an 8. 4, 4, 8. Man, I could have used those early 7s out in the garage this morning. 4, 4, 8. Let's make this thing happen. Oh my freaking Lord. Come on, man. Oh, yeah, 5, 2. Wow. Today is not my day. No matter what I'm doing, we're opposite, right? This is like Bizarro World, right? From Seinfeld, everything is opposite. lose the 160. I just dropped 160 from my rack to put the bets back. That parlay does pay. Now the new base bet is 2. Man, that sucks. That sucks in a big way. All right. Shit. Nothing like having a bad dice roll, right? But you know what? At the end of the day, it shows you if you're resilient or not, right? It shows you if this is a good way to play. 5, 2, 7 will come out. We lose our parlay. So the 7s are running hot. We're not in sync down here though, which is a bummer. Hitting that parlay would have been the perfect time right there to hit a parlay. And again, 7 out, come out 7, and look at this. The don't pass players getting destroyed. 6, 5. Lose $1,000 in like 10 minutes here today. But I won my goal on the first shooter, and I would have been gone. John would have been the fuck out of there for sure. 4, 2, 6. Here we go. 5, 3, 8. Now what I would have done actually, when I get up early like that, and I don't want to leave if I'm with friends, that's when Victor and PJ and everybody else, that's when I switch to come betting. I get my profit quick, I'm ahead, and I come bet with the profits, and I start building up that way. I think that's the way for me to use those bets, that betting style. All right, here we go, $35. Bring the 4 and 10 back down. We're gonna take one of the quarters and make nickels out of it. 4 and 10, go to 10. We're gonna lay down there. We're gonna bring back $35. That's how it's gonna be. That's how it's gonna be. All right, let's go. Let's put the 8 in there, 5, 3, 8. Couple more hits. Oh, good one, 5, 5. That's a hard 10. Unfortunately, we had wedged it down, which kind of sucks, right? So we're only gonna get paid $18 on that one, which is a shame, because you can't do much with that, right? We're gonna bring the 5 and 9 down. We're gonna bring them to $10 each, so I gotta get this quarter broke up into nickels. There's the 10. Here's the 30 for the extra lay money. Like so. We're only bringing back 18 bucks that time. So you basically bring back your win every time. And that wasn't a very good one. So what? Here we go. Next number. It's a 4 and same damn thing. Are you kidding me? We're gonna just hit the worst numbers possible. 3, 1, 4. All right, so the same deal. We're gonna get paid on the 4, 18 bucks, right? We're gonna wedge the 6 and 8 both down to $10. And I may pull these back, we'll see. There's the 10, there's 12. I need $1 for my rack. Like that, they're both at 12. This all becomes the lay. Now our lay's at 90, bring back a quarter. So our choice here is this. Do we stick with the 64 and play this out, or bring the 64 back, right? If it's a this, then that strategy, what you do is bring it back. The right thing to do here is not play it out, transition from light to start, hybrid in the middle, and get out of Dodge. That's what we should be doing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull the 64 back, 50, 64. Back to the rack that goes. There's the whites. And let that 7 now play. Now we're playing fully dark. And again, all of that is profit play. The whole lay bet is coming from profits. If we lose that, it sucks, but didn't come out of your rack, that came out of your profits on here. The whole point of this is to transition from light completely over to dark side. 5, 5, 10. And again, that's 100% quote unquote paid for. Is it my money? Yep. I'm electing to use my profits to increase the power of that 7 bet. There's a 5, a 3, 2. There's another 5, a 4, 1, back-to-back 5s. There's an 8. Ooh, we're getting close to it. Let's come on. Let's avoid it. I'm not even gonna say the number out loud. Just get what we want here. Another 8, 5, and a 3. Woo! The garage is following me here. The 5, 3, 8 is hot. Hotness. There's a 4, 3, 1, 4. Back to another good roll here. 3 and a 1. Get a quick sip of coffee. And there's the 6. So this gambit didn't work out this time. It worked out the first time, not the second time. But again, what did you have at risk? The quarter. The quarter is what we lost. We lost opportunity on that huge lay, but the huge lay was paid for by profit. And that's why I kind of like this general style. Now I'm going to pull out of the front of my rack here the 160 that we need. We're down to just a couple of chances at it here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's the 160. I'm actually going to get some color for these here. So in my rack, the way that we're looking right now, did I take this bet? I did. In our rack, what we've got is 1 times 160 left in the rack, plus out here. So we're 3 times 160 down. And I've still got 150 in my rack for the don't pass. So we're still doing okay on the don't pass side of things, but we got to work a little bit. We got to work. 4, 2, 6. Here's your point. Let's go. New point. It's going to be a 4. And again, if we happen to win on the don't, that 4 is going to be not very powerful. 3, 1, 4. Bets are on. Let's get some box hits. Where were you a minute ago? 1, 2, 3. Where were you when the puck was off? There's a yo. That's 2 horns in a row. C horn, hop the reds. 6-5 yo. And there it is. There's the reds. I told you. 4, 3, 7. So again, we're going to lose the 160. We're going to win on the don't. I'm going to stack the don't. I'm going to drop my last 160 out of the rack. And we're going to lose our whole paycheck. Bummer. Let's go. 8. Out on a point of 8. Let's make this thing. We haven't made it. We made the first one. Haven't made it since. Look at that shit. Look at that. 4, 3, 7. Booyah. 4, 3, 7. We win on the don't. Our little parlay wins. We lose 160, and I think we're out of money. So I think that's going to basically do it. We have 125. So not enough to play up here. We can steal from our don't stack if we wanted to and get one more crack at it. We'll do it. We'll take it and what the hell, right? There's 175. Let's go out at 160 again. We'll take 15 bucks and change and burn it. Let's burn our bankroll. What the hell? Let's see here. Oh, you know what? That was a come out 7, right? So does that mean, did I mess something up there? Did I mess that up? I think I might have messed that one up. Shit. What did I do? We had the 8. We hit the, oh, I entered it in wrong. That's the problem. We had the 8 as the point. We hit the 7. The come out 7. I don't know what I did. I don't think that was a come out 7. I think I might have entered that in wrong. Matter of fact, I know I did. That 7 there is ancillary. Let's just go ahead and run through it here. Our last bit of money. And that's a come out 7. So fuck. Whatever. Whatever, dude. Whatever. 4, 3, 7. That sucks ass. We're going to lose the don't that we had laddered up a little bit. Frick. And now we're on a stupid 10. Boy, oh boy, what a day. What a day. 5, 5, hard 10. Over here again on the worst freaking number for the don't, right? I say that because those lay bets, if we get them, are just going to get chewed up. Midnight. 6, 6. All right. Did I see Charlie out there in the chat? And there's our freaking 10. Look at this. Look at this. How about that? Lost it all. Lost it all. Suck it. All right. We're going to have to start over again. What a bummer. What a huge freaking bummer. I hate when it goes completely south. It's okay for you to see it, but you know me. Trying to make a point. The dice don't help all the time, right? All right. Let's reset the bankroll. I'll do it one more time. Stop loss 0. Victor, I know, is rolling over. There's 200 bucks for the don't pass. Let's get 160 a few times. We're gonna get 4 shots of 160 in the rack and do it again. 1, 2. There's 160. Here's 160. All right, we're going to start from 0. So the first time through, 160 times 5 is 800. We lost $800 on the first crack at this thing. Let's do it again. And again, you can't judge a strategy by 0.7 outs, right? The dice don't follow you. They don't follow you well at all. It is what it is, right? Sometimes you're going to get picked off like we did in the garage this morning and like here. That's going to happen. Over time, that'll equalize a little bit. Let's see the strategy work at least once or twice and get a sense of when it doesn't work, you saw what happens. You go down in flames. When it does it work well enough to be something we want to try? That's the question. Does it work well enough to be something we care about? Here we go. Coming out to a 10 again. I don't love it. Here's the thing. 6, 4, 10, right? When I'm on the don't, of course a 10 is a great point for you. However, if my goal here is to have a small flat and a lot of odds, the 4 and 10 don't work well for you, right? You got to know how that works. And that's why I bitch about the 10 when I have an odds-based don't strategy versus a flat-based don't strategy. Let's get some numbers here. It's a 516. Let's wedge ourselves out of this thing. 516. Okay. And I'll pay it in reds this time. So 25. There's 25, 30, $35, right? Let's actually do it like this. Take the 25 away. $35. We're going to pull the 4 and 10 down. We're going to make them both look like 10. We're going to reduce our risk on the 4 and 10. We're going to drop $30 in odds, and we're going to bring back 35 to the rack. So you basically take your winnings back to the rack, reinvest, or your flat bet, or your winnings back, you reinvest the rest. That's kind of how this works. 5, 1, 6. And we got us a 5. That's good. 2 out of 3 so far. 2 out of 3 needed. 3, 2, 5. The same deal. Let's pay that in reds. I'm going to have to do it always in reds here. So there's $25. There's $35. The 5 and 9 both come down. They look like 10 each. $30 goes to the lay. And again, the lay bet, 100% paid for by winnings. You're bringing back your initial bet essentially to the rack and leaving a little bit of a dingleberry out here to play with. 3, 2, 5. Did I mark either one of those numbers in? I didn't. I think it was an 8 and a 3, 2. Why is it not taking my entries? Hold on. Let's see. 5, 3, 8, 3, 2, 5. All right. Sometimes the Stream Deck jumps the cursor around. Okay, here we go. Give me something good. 5. All right, that's not fantastic, but it's a payment anyway. 4, 1, 5. All right, cool. 5 pays. I don't have any 1s here. Take that 5. 5 1s. It's going to pay 15 for 1. There's my 1. And here's the $15 for it. There it is. 15 for 1. 6 and 8. Virtually are going to go down to $12. I'm going to use this nickel here. They will become 12. There's our lay. Our lay bet is jacked up. Like last time, I'm pulling those down. Again, we're going to go from light to dark. There's 75, $85, plus we pulled back earlier another $40. So we're at 100, 25, 35, 45, 150 came off the table. Not bad, right? We were out there for 160. We have 160 back or 150 back in the rack. It's okay. Plus the enormous lay bet, all paid for by the profit. So that's good. That's good. Let's just get a 7 here and call it a day on this run, if we can pull it off. There's a 9, 5, 4. That time it worked out, right? We started out light. We were hybrid in the middle for a hot minute, and now we're dark. I like the move. On a hot shooter. You're going to be sitting here watching when you could have been out there at that 64 across. But this is a transition strategy. It's not that long runner. 4, 4, 8. Another 8, 5, 3. Hard 4. Ooh, that's scary. That's scary. Let's not see that sister. Saw that 5 and I got scared. Look at this roll. 6, 5, yo. We're doing good here. There's my 7. There she blows. Okay, that's good. We get paid 25 on the flat bet and 90 will give us that 45 bucks. 25, 35, 45 bucks. That's sweet, right? Again, when you're doing an odds-based thing, we don't like to see the 4 or 10, but payment is good. It's good to get paid anytime you can get paid. So let's go ahead and break that down. I need reds in the bank. So that's going to bring us back. Look at that, 100 bucks, 150, 165 off that little gambit there. That time it worked out, right? The rollers before that, we got our butts handed to us and lost whatever, 800 bucks. Now we're going to go back out here all with profit, right? That 160 is basically paid for. In the rack, what I got over here, check this out. I have 155. So effectively, here and here's our starting bankroll. We're solid with the starting bankroll. And I got a whole nother shot. That's a 20% win right there. When you have 5 shooters and you win a whole shooter worth of money, 20% win. You're out. You're out of the casino. But what are we going to do? We're going to stack up our don't because we won on it. We're going to roll this thing through. 5, 2, 7. Let's get a come out anything but 7. 4. We're back on the end point. That's okay. I got a higher flat bet, so I'm good with that. Okay. There's the point of 4. It's marked up. Let's do it. Let's get 3 box hits. 3 box hits and get the hell out of town. 6, 2, 8. It's going to pay 35 bucks. I'm going to pay it in reds. There's 25. 35 bucks. We're going to pull the 4 and 10. Make them look like 10. We're going to go odds of 30 bucks. We're going to bring back 35. Did I mark the 8? I did not mark the 8. 6, 2. That's a 5. That's good. Working our way into the middle. 3, 2, 5, or 4, 1, 5, rather. 4, 1, 5. Sweet. And again, 25, 35. We're going to pull the 4 and 5, 5 and 9 down. Work on our way towards the middle. Take 30 bucks. Jack the odds up. Bring back 35 to the rack. One more. Did I mark the 5? I did. Any box number will do. There's a 4, 2, 6. That actually works out as the perfect one. We're going to go 35 bucks for the 6. I'm going to jack up the odds. Now we have 90 odds again. There's the 4, 2, 6. We're going to take all the bets down. Matter of fact, what I'm going to do here is this. We're going to bring these like this. There's a quarter. I'm going to basically reset my bets from the profit stack. Those will be off. Those are off. So I have my initial bankroll is 4 units or 4 shooters here, 1 shooter here. That makes all this in the front of the rack all profit. The odds play is all profit. Now we just gotta rock a 7 and be done. Let's put that 6 in. It's a 4, 2. Oh, I thought it was there. That 6 rolled over to a 2. The 2, 1, 3. 5, 1, 6. And again, we're gonna be a little bit of FOMO here. Let the roll happen around you. It's okay when you transition from light to dark. Again, this is like from light to hybrid to dark. It's a nice little transition when the dice play nice. It works well. There's my 7. That's perfection right there. 6, 1, 7 against the 4. 6, 1, 7. So this is good because we had 50 on the flat. Remember, we had bumped it up from the last win. And of course, I'll do 50 for 5. There's 5 from the rack. We'll take 50 bucks for the odds. We're going to bring back a nice little chunk of profit because remember, all that was profit played. The odds were all laid from profits. There's 175, 190, coming back from the rack. If I drop 10 bucks, I can grab 2 black chips from the dealer. They'll never do this to you for real, but I can get 2 blacks virtually. My flat bet is gonna stay at 50 bucks level. And here we are. We're out at 160. My rack is full and complete. 1, 2, 320, 330 in profit. Okay, let's take this out. 330 in profit. So we didn't make back the 800 that we lost, but look how hard we fought back. We fought back really hard with that, and we got a nice new flat bet of 50 bucks. That's a beautiful thing. When it works, that transition's fun. When it doesn't work and you're donating 160 every time, it sucks. Bane of the right side better, right? And you also have this weird hybrid thing. Let's do one more shooter. We already have profit locked. We're gonna be okay. If we lose this, so what? Just because it's fun, let's come back out and do it again. On to the 8. Now, if we get some odds built up here, that's gonna be pretty sweet because the 8 down here is gonna be nice. 5, 3, 8, new point, let's do it. Let's get some box hits. 9, awesome sauce. All right, the 9 pays 35 bucks. This is getting to be kind of rote, right? 25, 35, we pull the 4 and 10. Make them look like 10. Make the odds look like 30. Bring back 35 bucks. Let's log that in, a 6-3. One more box number, please, sir. Hey, look at that, 516, that worked out. That's a good one because it pays the full price. 516 pays 35 bucks. So again, 25, 35. 5 and 9 come down. They look like 10. Jack up the odds. Pocket 35 bucks. I like that rhythm. And when it works, and again, I'm leaving these bets out here just in case we get a box hit. Even if it's a small box hit, you're bringing something back every time. There's the 6. One more box hit, please. Hey, we got a 7. That's okay. It's okay. We got a 7, which is not awesome because we still had the 6 and 8 out there at 30 bucks each. But look what's going to happen. We're going to lose all this mess. I'm going to pay this. I'm going to pay this out of this. I'm going to make that a quarter. So what we're losing here, and here's, again, hybrid in action. There's going to be another quarter. It looks like in red. So we have on the felt 100 bucks. The flat bet pays 100, and 60 against the 8 pays 50. So we lose nothing. We brought back 35 bucks twice, so we actually profited 70 bucks during the play time here. That was a wash in the end. It all worked out for us, and this here was technically profit play. Don't forget, this odds were profit. So we can reset our profit level here. Actually, I'm gonna go like this, 100, 150. There's the 160 that we played with. I'm gonna color that up. 150, 160. I'm gonna put it back in the rack so the rack looks legit. The rack is now stacked with where we started from the very first roll. Out here, 300, 400. That's a quarter. So we got 450 bucks in profit on this run. We had 3 successful runs at it. That's great. We made 450 out of it. That's really great. The first time I played it, we lost 800, right? So if you're looking at this from like day 1 and then day 2, like that's kind of what I simulated there. Day 1, you lost 800. Day 2, you won 450. You're still down 450 for the series. However, the demonstration of can this style of play work? Yeah, it can work, and it can work really well when you get a good roll like that. On that ugly run, there's no recovering from it, right? The ugly run is going to take your money, just like we did in the paycheck out in the garage this morning, right? The ugly run that's against your betting just will wipe you clean. So it is what it is, right? I think it's again, would I play this way? I don't know. I find it interesting to go from fully light to fully dark. I don't know that it's a long-term profit maker, but it's definitely fun to play that way. And it's again, I'm always looking for ways to have fun at the table, right? If you understand my way of thinking, right, I'm always looking for ways to enjoy myself, right? And that to me making money obviously is the best way to enjoy yourself. Let's go back to the screen here. Making money is always fun, right? Always, you know, was that on screen? Was that table on screen? It was black. Anyway, it's fun. Making money is fun. Also, thinking through it is fun. There's no amount of levers you can pull to make it work. Camera's back now, right? Do you guys see that? There's no amount of levers you can pull to make the game work, right? Unless you have an enormous bankroll, when you can outlast everything. But this way here, I think it's kind of fun. It's an interesting thing. So I'm gonna go down to the questions here. And there's lots going on here. I can see John and Jeremy are equal strategy slayers. 100%. I can destroy any strategy for sure. But you know what? It works out. Sometimes it's fine. Let's see here. Anything for PCs here? Wrong show. Yeah, Charlie is or was here. That's cool. I'll reread the chat and see. I actually wrote to Charlie like last week. I'm trying to see if I can convince him to come with us to the event. It'd be kind of cool if he could. I'd love to play with him live and talk to him in person, you know, there on camera. It'd be awesome. So I'll reach out to him. Okay, Dr. I like this betting method. Aiden had a bad streak. I had a bad streak, but you're right. I get to the dark side in 3 rolls. Like you're off the light side and going dark right away. It only takes 3 rolls to get there, and you've pulled some money back off the table. I think it's kind of cool. You're really at dark with full odds and your bankroll back. If you get 3 hits in the box and pull down your leftover bets, you'll be at about 150 or 160 pulled off the table, which is what you started with, plus $90 in odds. So really, it's a way it's kind of a cheap way or a cheater way, I guess, to get free odds. It's really it's free odds. So anyway, that's it, folks. It is Thursday. It's 9 o'clock. It's time for this guy to go to work. And that's it. That's it. Happy Thursday. Sucks that we lost this morning, but I might go out there and refire that table up and play at lunchtime. If you want to be around at lunch, I'm going to go out there and continue the traveling lay over lunch and see if I can't just pick up where I left off and make that thing make some money. So just because I know that 7's going to come back. So anyway, that's it, y'all. Have a great Thursday. God bless every one of you. There's how many people here? There's like 50 people here, or there was 36 now, but there was 50 earlier. You guys are awesome. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you for practice later. Have a good one. Bye.